How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another tutorial in After Effects. I am Branden with B&A Studios, and I'm so glad we have reached 14 subscribers, and I'm psyched. So if I sound a little bit sick, I just had a sneezing attack. I'm not sick, so you didn't expect that one. You thought I was sick. I'm not. I just had a sneezing attack. I had like 20 sneezes. It was crazy. Anyway, Austin, the other guy, the co-founder of this company, my friend, my buddy, he's actually in Maryland right now, and he said he wanted to do this tutorial, but he's gone, and you know, he's just right now he's just learning how to become a Jedi assassin. So that's what he's doing right now. And so, you know, I asked him, hey, since you're doing that, can I just do this tutorial? And he was like, sure. So I'm doing it. So let's get down to it. What you're going to need is basically your video that you recorded on your iPhone or whatever you used to record. You can pretty much use anything nowadays, which is pretty awesome. You have really high qualities on our iPhones and just phones in general, which is sweet. But anyway, get it on your computer. And once you have it in here, what we did, we just shot it on a tripod and just added the camera movement later, which is fine and dandy. However, sometimes it's fun to work with tracking. So in the next tutorial, we're actually going to do jacks, which is what we came out with. Link will be somewhere in the description or somewhere, I'm sure, on the video. But we use a tracking for that, and it actually turned out really awesome. So if you didn't shoot on a tripod, shame on you. But I'm pretty sure there are thousands of tutorials on how to do 3D tracking and all that stuff with your camera. So look up that and then come back, I guess. So anyway, we're just going to use a tripod. You could use a tripod. It's simple, okay? It's a lot easier. So that's what we're going to do. All right. So we have our footage. There's not a portal in it. What the heck? That's what we're going to do. All right. So basically what we're looking at is this. All right. So what you want to do is drag your clip down to this composition, and it will just make the composition settings to what your camera is. It'll also make the timing that, which is great. However, there was a little bit of camera shake in here at the beginning, so Alt left bracket to shorten that, and then there you go. Now it's still. And we'll also drag that down and then make, you know, trim comp. Okay, so the basic thing of this tutorial, I'm going to expect you to know how to import your footage. I'm going to expect you to know a little bit of shortcuts because it's an advanced tutorial. And so, yeah, let's go ahead and get this thing done. All right, so the first thing that you want to do is create a solid. So right-click, New, Solid. And no. Let's do 330 by 330, and if it's not doing it for some reason, it's because you have your lock aspect ratio. Don't do that. Uncheck that, and we'll call this Portal. What? That's crazy. And also make it white. There you go. Alright, so then you want to go to this ellipse tool. It will probably be on the square, so just hold down your mouse, your click thing, your mouse, left click, hold it down, and select the ellipse tool. Excuse me, I can't talk. I need more coffee. So then double click this, make sure your portal layer is selected, and click V for your select tool. Selection tool. I got that right. Alright, and then drag it to make a nice portal shape. Also, F4 will make all this information pop up. Go ahead and click the 3D box. If not, toggle switches if that's not working for you. Okay, W, which will help us change rotation and look, which is what we want because it's not really looking. We'll also make it bigger. V, all the basic stuff, man. Alright, so M. For some reason I have to click it twice, 3 times. Everybody says twice. It's like, no, it takes 3 times. So Click M 3 times and it should show up, at least for me. It might be 2 times for you. And then go ahead and make this -50. And then mask feather 50. And that'll go ahead and make you a nice little soft image. Also, what we're going to want to do is create a camera. So right click, new camera. 35mm is great. 3D camera. I like capital locks. Alright. We're also going to want to name this portal original. Just because it's the original clip. Alright. So then what we're going to want to do is just click portal and then control click 3D camera. Control Shift C will pre-compose those. It'll move all attributes. You won't even have an option to leave all attributes. So, totes. And we'll name this portal. Alright. So double click that. And then in here, we will go ahead and make it a portal. So go ahead and add a Fractal Noise. Type in noise. If you don't have that effects presets for some reason, window, effects and presets, control +5. Don't click plus though, just control 5. And that'll add that. So then you go to search noise, Fractal Noise, drag it onto your portal layer, and bada bing, bada boom. Contrast 110, because we're awesome. And that's actually it. No, evolution. We'll do time. Oh, alt click the stopwatch, by the way. We'll do time times 200. Totally. And then, oh, also make this basic, make it turbulent basic. As you can see, it's already looking delicious. Not that I want to eat it. Actually, it looks kind of good. Anyway, I'm fat. Not really. Anyway, this just got awkward. Vector blur. Go ahead and drag that down to your portal layer. And drag it down to all the way to -500. Look at that. It's freaking beautiful. Natural? Sure. Let's go ahead and do it. Ridge smoothness, it doesn't matter. That just looks good right there. As you can see, it's looking like a portal. And if you go actually beyond it, it'll get rid of that ring, which is kind of cool. You could play with that. You don't have to use it for a portal. You could use it for, I don't know, teleportation debris, which is what actually me and Austin are going to do in a future tutorial. So look out for that. Subscribe. That's that. And then what we're going to want to do is create a ring, which is awesome. So new solid, and we want it 330 by 330, which is what our portal is. Name it ring. Make it nice and original. Also, pre-compose it, but leave all attributes in portal. And so, I think, yeah. Okay, so ring comp, just name it ring comp. And bada bing, bada boom. And then double click that, and it will open to your composition of ring comp. What we're going to want to do is double click the ellipse tool again, but make sure, we just made a Chinese flag, but make sure your ring layer is selected, and then double click it. Then control D, and it will make a duplicate mask, and then make this subtract, the bottom mask subtract. Hit MMM, bring down your masks, your mask options, and then make this mask expansion -6. Yes. All right. So now, when we go back to the portal composition, it's there. Except, what the freak, man? It is not the size of the portal. Well, have no fear, my little 14 subscribers. Click this. It's called a pick whip. Also, hold shift. Go down to portal, let go of it. Not shift, just a click button. Just kidding, don't do that. Make it 3D first, and then do it. And as you can see, it is now the size of our portal. That is freaking awesome. Alright. Also, we don't want it tracked, so get off. So, shift just makes it go to the same position, same scale, same rotation, everything like that, which is beautiful. So, go ahead and do that. And what we're going to want to do, as you can see, there's a little bit of movement, but it's not that sexy. Okay, we want to make it sexy. We want to make it so sexy that freaking Jessica Alba would date it. Okay, she would too. All right, so what we're going to want to add is a turbulent Gotta spell turbulent first, right? Turbulent displace. Turbulent displacement up in here. And make this 20. The amount, make the size 40. And what the freak, Brandon? It's not doing it on the ring. Well, that's okay. We'll just copy and then go down to your ring comp and paste, which is Command C, Command V, you know, basic stuff. Or Control, whatever. I'm on a Windows and I'm saying Command. Am I high? No. Alright. So, as we can see, we have a nice little... Except Turbulent Displacement isn't doing anything right now. Because we forgot to evolutionize it. Alt-click, left-click. Time times 50. And... what am I doing right now? And that will do that, okay? So, let's just go ahead and copy this again. And then go to your ring comp, delete this one, and then paste it. And bada bing, bada boom, we got movement. Let's just go ahead and render it so I can show you. And bada bing, bada boom, you got a freaking portal. But don't fright, because we're not done. We got a lot of stuff to do. F4. Mode. Oops. Ooh, that's like a dark energy. Add. That'll just make it brighter, which is what we want. Let's just go ahead and go to the normal. It looks dull, okay? Looks gross. Let's go to add. Makes it brighter, makes it a little bit more transparent, which is delicious. Alright, so now that we've done that, what we're going to want to do is add a color. Now, for this, I'm going to use Video Copilot's VC Color Vibrance, just because it's simple, it's easy, Andrew Kramer knows what he's doing, him and his team, and so that's what I'm going to do. If you don't like it, you can just go ahead and use curves, whatever you want to do. And if you do want it, then just go to videocopilot.net, and it'll be there for free. It's free, so it's a free plugin. And then, yeah, this is not a plugin tutorial. Anyway, so if you don't want that, let's just go ahead and shut this off. Just so you guys who don't have it, you can just add a curve. And you want blue, and just pitch that one up. Red, put that one down, and there you go. Whatever. However, you know, there's just something about VC Color Vibrance that just gets me at home. You know what I'm saying? So we're just gonna go ahead and change the color just a little bit to more of a blue. Not that much though. About right there. We're gonna copy that. Okay. Cool story, bro. Alright, let's delete this curves because it's pointless. Unless you're using it, then use it. Alright, so a portal is nice and moving. However, what the heck? A portal does not look like that. It doesn't, dude. So what we're gonna want to do is click original. Command D will duplicate. We'll name it Displacement Map. Go to the Effects and Presets window. Type in Displace, or just type in Map because it's easier. And then drag Displacement Map to Displacement Map. Who would have thunk? And then Displacement Map layer, make it your portal layer. And that will make it to where it's distorted in the ring, which is freaking awesome. Not that much, though. That's too crazy. I'd say about there is fine. Also, make it luminance, because it makes it nice and sexy. Also, make that 0. Make a horizontal displace. We just want vertical displacement up in here. Actually, we'll just go ahead and leave it at 5, just so there's a balance, a little bit of balance. And bada bing, bada boom. You can wrap pixels if you want. It doesn't matter. I don't really see a difference. All right. So, what the heck is going on? Our ring looks weird. That it does. So let's just go ahead and add a glow. Drag it onto your ring comp. And whatever, you know, not the threshold, radius, I'd say that's about right. We'll go back to here, and there's a little bit of a glow. Just a little bit. And that will create a nice little glow. Alright? So, now, let's go ahead and render it to see what it looks like. Boom. It's distorting everything, which is beautiful. However, I would say that there'd be a little bit of matter. You know, like flying matter, like debris kind of. So what we're going to do, we're going to add a fire on the ring, just because we can. And this is all in After Effects, as it's always been, and always probably might be. Probably not. We're just going to, yeah, whatever. Anyway, it's all in After Effects, so you people who don't like plugin tutorials, welcome. Because it's about to get sexy. Alright, make a new solid. Except we want to make this comp size, so make comp size. Name it fire. White is perfect. Then we're going to add a noise again. Fractal Noise is just like, it's just beautiful. Make this dynamic progressive. And then play with this a little bit, make it darker. Make the contrast a little bit higher. Clip. Just because we can. And then, excuse me, I'm burping. Nasty. Alright, so rotation. This will make it look like fire, or at least try to. And where's scale? That's perfect. Yeah, so you can see, we want to make it look like an energy. You know what I'm saying? So, that's too much. I would say right there is about fine. Also, add the complexity. That'll be awesome. Alright. And a little trick that I like to do is effect, blur sharpen, unsharp mask, and then boost it up. And it'll just make it, as you can see, more definition to it, which is beautiful. Alright. So, we got that. However, it's not moving. So, let's add an evolution. Time times 200. Again, Alt left click. And that would make it move, at least, you know, up and down. Give it a little bit of sexiness that we always want in our visual effects. Give us a second. And there you go. However, fire moves up because gravity doesn't work on fire. So, what we're going to want to do is, let me just think, sub offset. No, just kidding. Don't do that. Offset turbulence. There we go. Alright, so what you're going to want to do, make sure your little playhead thing is at the beginning. Alt. No, just kidding. Just click it. Don't alt click it. And then go all the way to the end. But we're going to want to make this longer. So what we're going to want to do is composition settings. Just because we don't want it to look all the same. Like the fire needs to be different looking. So we're going to want to make this, I usually do double. So just 30 duration. And then that will duplicate your composition time, and then just alt right bracket, and it'll look sexy. Awesome. Okay, and so there we go. We actually have awesomeness going on. Okay, so go all the way to the end and make the right one -2000. Basically, this will make it move. And bada bing, bada boom, you got fire. Awesome. However, it's a little bit slow. So you can always change the timing, you know. That's the whole point. Tutorials are not to copy. Tutorials are to explore. Because you're getting new information. So explore what looks good, what doesn't look good, and you'll be good to go. So make it 2500. And that'll probably look better. Command-Shift-C, and then move all attributes and name it Fire Comp. Alright, now you can double click that, your little ellipse tool, and then control click out, and then just click that in, click the top one a little bit in, feather, just kidding, feather it, and then mask expand it a little bit inward, more, there we go. I'd say that's looking pretty dandy. So, W, we'll rotate it this way, and it's really big. So just, you know, basic stuff. Shift to make it scale. And, yeah, it's going to have some played with-ness, of course. After Effects always saving when I'm not. Thank you. Alright. And basically, fire moves up because it likes to be awesome and not go with the laws of gravity. And also because I'm pretty sure there's a reason why it goes up, but I'm just too dumb to think of it right now. Alright. So, of course, we want the bottom to be less fiery and the upward side parts to be more fiery. So, fiery is now a word. And also, F4, screen. That'll just make it look better. Alright, so, that's awesome. Let's go ahead and duplicate it. Control D or Command D. You know what I'm talking about. And right click, transform, flip vertically. And then move that inward. And then also, like I said, we don't want it to look the same. So, like, see, the pattern's the same. So, Alt left bracket. That'll just turn it to cut it to where your playhead is. All right. So, as you can see, they're a little bit different, which is always what you want when making stuff like this. Just let it render out, and blah, 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 blah. You get fire. Ta-da. Alright, and also we want one up here. Alright, so let's go to our portal composition. What's awesome is that because we put it in the portal composition, which is what we wanted to do, it created a displacement map with the fire, which is always awesome because heat. And duh, you gotta have heat. So, what we have, which is awesome. I really love that. However, where the heck is the light? Well, let me tell you something right now, you little crazy person. Let's go ahead and do Control D on original. We'll just go ahead and rename it to Light Matte. It's about to get crazy up in here. Put it on top of everything. Don't worry, it's supposed to disappear. And search in Effects and Presets, Colorama, and drag that onto your Light Matte. And Output Cycle. And Ramp Gray. Basically, what you're going to want to do is make the darks light. And make the light darks, if that makes any sense. Totally. Just click outside the circle to mess with it. Alright, I say that's about good. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Guys, we shot on a tripod, so a tripod is like a safety net, okay? It's like it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. So, what you're going to want to do is, so we have our light matte, Control D, and then delete Colorama, and then put it underneath light matte number 1, and then right here, track matte, whatever, Luma matte. Select that one, and bada bing, bada boom. As you can see, everything below it is below it, but we don't want our portal below it. Okay, so right click, new solid, and white's fine, except we want it to be a square, so 1000's fine, whatever. 1000, and then light. Except we wanted it to be the color of the portal, of course. So solid settings, and then Control V. Like I said, we copied that. Remember, if you didn't, shame on you. Just guess the color of the portal. It's not even the same color, which is freaking stupid. So we'll just layer solid settings. We'll make it a little bit darker. I'd say about there's fine. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. F4. Make it 3D. Also, double click your ellipse tool. W. Move it down to where it's kind of the shape of the ground, which is right there, which is awesome. Okay. And then MMM. Mask expansion. We'll make it -100 by 100, and we'll put it below our matte. And we'll also F4, make it an add, which makes it brighter, and of course lower the opacity because that shit is hella bright. And bada bing, bada oops, not bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boops. All right, feather. You just increase that because it's a little bit too hard, and it's looking sexy. All right, so now we want to duplicate that. Control D, make this one smaller because of course the light source is going to be smaller where the light source is coming in, and a little bit softer where it's not, because that's just how light works. Deal with it. All right. And bada bing, bada boom, it's looking like the light is actually in the scene, which is sexy. And that's just because we added the matte. If the matte wasn't there, we'd get something that looks dull. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? It looks like it's in there, which is what we always want. So that's just a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? Also, that's just how you make a portal. So if you wanna open one, let's go ahead and do that. This tutorial's already pretty long though. Displacement maps, man, those are like so sexy. I just love displacement maps. All right, so if you just wanted to open whatever, you know, you can just control. I'm improving here, so excuse me. I didn't do this part when I was training myself. Like, this is what I'm gonna do in my chart. I didn't train myself on the scaling part, but you guys probably want to learn how to do that. So, excuse me. But while I think, let's go and Shift C, and we'll just name this Portal Comp. Okay, and then what we're gonna want to do is liquefy. And this is crazy stuff, but bear with me here. It'll swirl it. All right. So let's make the brush bigger. Oops. What is going on right now? Oh, I didn't hold Alt. What? Freaking crazy. Alright. So, click your little swirl tool. Control click up. That'll expand it. And as you can see, we don't want to move it though. Just click it. Make it a little bit bigger. There you go. Just hold your click and it'll start swirling. Just hold it in. Alright, and we can scale it down, shrink it. Basically, you just want to make it really small. Just keep twirling it. It's okay. We're gonna live through this. So we'll start with 0. Command V tool. All right, and then what you're gonna want to do is make sure it's at 200%. and then click the distortion percentage, and we'll go. We don't want to go just page down to move frames. We just move like maybe like 10 frames, and then put this at 0. We'll just see what it looks like. All right. So after you do that, just hit U and then select the keyframes. Hit F9. That'll make them easier. Which is beautiful. If you don't know how to do that, you just right click on the frame and then keyframe assistant, easy ease. Okay, so now what we get awesome. Just put whatever sound effects you want. You know, that's crazy. Alright, however, the light it's not moving with the animation. So what we're going to want to do is just Control T and, Control click both of them to select them both, and just move them down. Move the opacity down, hit T for opacity, and hit the stopwatch, don't forget that. And then when it shows up, page down for a frame, that's when it shows up. So is that 28%, and there you go. And also you could easy ease these ones too, just because it looks more gracious. And there you go. Of course, with sound effects and all that good stuff, it'll be a lot more awesome. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoy this tutorial, go ahead and subscribe. We make probably a tutorial every month, every 2 months, you know. Usually when we make a skit, usually a few weeks later, there's a tutorial. Just know that we're making stuff, and we want you guys to go ahead and come along the journey, because we have a little goal for our company, of course, as everybody does. We want to start with, you know, basic stuff like in After Effects, and then move to awesome stuff, which is what the Hollywood people are using. And so, yeah, I want you guys to be a part of it, okay? So go ahead and subscribe if you guys liked it, if you guys liked my humor, if you guys liked the tutorial, and that would be muchly appreciated. Keep being awesome.